Thank you for taking the time to learn more about MindTap, the online solution for career and technical education. In this video, we're going to talk about MindTap for information technology courses, ranging from introductory computing, concepts with programming logic and design, web management, safety and security, as well as PC repair, networking, computer forensics and security, and programming languages. Right now, you're looking at the interface for MindTap. MindTap is a completely online solution organized by the textbook. Right now, we're looking at MindTap for Technology Success, which offers a great introduction to computing skills, starting with concepts on the basics of digital technology and how it works within our community, information on internet safety, basics of hardware and software and operating systems, all the way through digital media, web development, networking, and for fall of 2020, additional chapters for artificial intelligence, analyzing databases, and more. Inside the MindTap learning path, you have access to a full interactive ebook. Once we open up one of the modules for the course, you'll see that readings are often split up by lessons, and then students stop reading to interact with hands-on activities, whether those are based on video instruction and answering questions, critical thinking activities, or hands-on labs. If we open an example of the reading, you'll see that the ebook isn't just a flat ebook, but is interactive. As students work through here, all key terms are hyperlinked with the definition, and students can study interactive flashcards on any device, including their smartphones, and they can even print the deck. Students have the ability to have the entire ebook read aloud to them. They can increase the font size, bookmark pages, and even print pages out. Any of the images or figures that you would see in your print book will also be available online. Students can annotate with any of 4 highlight colors. They can add notes. And likewise, if teachers find something that's really important, they can highlight in a 5th color, orange. Highlighting in orange creates a shared highlight, which means that when the students come through and read the ebook, it'll be pre-highlighted for them. Likewise, teachers can add notes. Click the share button, save, and that note will now turn orange and live in the margin for students to read as they come through the ebook, allowing teachers to help guide students in their learning even when they aren't in your classroom. Teachers also have the ability to add any kind of assets from their computer to the ebook itself. By clicking this pencil tool, anywhere that a plus sign is created, teachers can add a PowerPoint file, worksheets, videos, any kind of document from your computer pulled through your Google Drive or your Microsoft OneDrive. You can include RSS feeds to list current news articles or web link activities, as well as YouTube videos. If we take a look at how to add a video into the ebook, I can search for my video without leaving MindTap, find my video, and then I can add any text before or after, preview it, and click continue, and now that video has been added to the ebook right in line with the text. I'm going to pop out of the ebook and take a look at some of the activities that students will have in here pre-populated throughout the course. In Technology for Success, students access critical thinking challenges that offer branching scenarios that they'll come across in their future jobs, as well as personal use with technology. They read a scenario, and then they'll make decisions throughout that scenario, and that will branch the story depending on what they chose. At the end of that scenario, they will get an automated grade for the decisions that they chose. Let's take a look at another course. For programming languages, like responsive web design, students have the ability to watch videos to help them visualize core concepts and their own IDE to practice coding, whether that's in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, Java, or C++. Auto-grading coding labs allow students to have step-by-step instruction in this left-hand column, and then they can see the tasks that they are supposed to complete. They code in the center column, and in the right hand is where they'll be able to see their output. All of the coding labs come with solution data files, and in this particular course, you'll see that they're actually annotated to help the teacher understand why a student's coding would either be correct or not. As students work on their code, they work within this IDE. They click the refresh button to see the output of their website, or they can view it within a browser. Once students have completed their work, they can click the Task tab and check if they've completed each task. Once they've checked on a task, they'll get some instant feedback showing them what's passed or what hasn't passed, and it will lead them to remediation links within the ebook if they get individual tasks incorrect. Teachers will be able to see the student's submitted file as well as their output and this task-by-task information. Many coding language courses also include coding snippets at the top of the course. Coding snippets offer key course concepts, and they're a place where students can play in a sandbox environment to learn and test out new code. In this coding snippet on creating a Java class for the Java programming language, students can read a topic summary, and then they can play with live code. Right here, I can run the code to see the output of its current form. And then I can change the code to see how it affects the output. Many computer science courses also include In the News activities, which feature current RSS feeds, which will highlight news articles that relate to course content. Students can read these articles and then they can work on essay assignments, which help them with their writing skills and further analysis of that concept. Courses that are aligned to industry certification, like PC Repair for CompTIA A+, also offer live virtual machine labs as well as simulated labs. Within this course, students are learning both hardware and software. If we open up the very first module, you'll see that students will be able to have extra study tools, but then they can also practice with labs from the lab manual or lab simulations powered by Lab Connection. Simulated labs allow students to learn about hardware and offers Show Me videos, which will tell students how they should complete a lab.
The VGA port carries analog video support to devices, including PCs.
Students can then interact with the simulation and move through it for an auto-graded experience. Advanced hardware and software lab simulations are also auto-graded and allow students extra hands-on practice working with different types of machines and operating systems. Students are always offered instruction, and this may include labeling activities, even to troubleshooting scenarios. I can check inventory just as if I'm working in a real IT department. Live virtual machine labs are not simulations. Instead, students connect to real virtual machines via the cloud to practice security, networking, and software concepts. All live virtual machine labs are aligned to CompTIA certification exam objectives. Students work through their step-by-step manual on the left-hand side with screenshots of where they should be at every point in the simulation. They can move from device to device as they work through their steps. As students complete a series of steps, they'll be directed to take a screenshot of their current screen. These screenshots will all be added to a report that the teacher can review at the end of the lab. Students can see any of their lab reports or their files at any time by clicking the link. They would see the labs that they're working in, be able to view their progress, and print out their lab reports to send in to their teacher. Courses for PC repair, security, and networking also include practice CompTIA certification quizzes. You'll see both pre and post tests at the beginning and end of the course to be able to gauge student growth. For all MindTap courses, auto-graded assignments will appear in your gradebook. Clicking the Progress app on the right-hand app dock allows you to get information on your recent assignments that have been submitted, as well as data analytics per student. You can see how much time students have spent in the course, their level of engagement, or the percent of activities they've accessed, including e-readings, assessment, homework, labs, and even activities that you add to the course yourself. The full gradebook can be integrated into any learning management system or easily exported as a CSV file to be able to add to any location that you need. That was a quick tour of MindTap for information technology courses. If you have any questions, you can always find us at ngl.cengage.com/CTE or request review access with the URL above.